Chapter 2: Computer Memory and Storage Devices. Introduction. A computer is an electronic machine that stores and processes the data at a very high speed and with great accuracy. The computer works on the principle of IPO. Parts of a computer. A computer is made up of many parts. These parts are divided into two components: A. Hardware, the tangible part of the computer system which you can see and touch. B. Software, it comprises of intangible instructions, programs, and data that control the hardware's operation. Hardware are physical in nature based on their functioning. They are divided into following groups. 1. Input devices. These devices are used to feed data and instructions into a computer, such as keyboard and mouse. Times keyboard. It has various keys to give different types of input data and instructions to the computer. Times mouse. It is used to select and open the programs by just clicking and double-clicking on them. It also helps us to make drawings on the computer. 2. Output devices. These devices are used to get the information or result as per the given instructions. For example, monitor. Times monitor. It displays the information as a result of the work done on the computer. It is known as the Visual Display Unit, VDU. 3. Processing device. It is used to process the input data. For example, CPU times Central Processing Unit. CPU is known as the brain of a computer. It processes the input data. Then, the processed data becomes the information. 4. Storage devices. These devices are used to store the data or information for later use. Let us learn about computer memory and various storage devices in details. Computer memory, the place where data and instructions are stored in a computer, is called computer memory. These data and instructions are entered into a computer through the input devices like keyboard, mouse, scanner, etc. This memory can store all the work that we do on the computer. It is made up of small silicon chips. Computer memory is of two types: primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory. Primary memory is built-in memory inside the CPU. It stores the currently used data or instructions temporarily in the computer. It is also called as the main memory of the computer. Primary memory is of two kinds: 1. RAM, 2. ROM. RAM. The full form of RAM is Random Access Memory. It refers to read and write memory. That is, we can write data on it and read the data as well. When the computer is turned on, only then data and instructions are stored in it. So, it is a temporary memory. Content. Features of RAM. Times physically, it is small in size. Times it is volatile in nature. Times data can be accessed randomly from any location. ROM. The full form of ROM is read-only memory. It stores programs and instructions that are needed to run the applications and programs on the computer. When the computer boots, all the instructions needed are taken from the ROM. All the instructions stored in ROM can only be read. It holds the data permanently. Additional content. Features of ROM. Times it can hold small amount of data. Times it is non-volatile in nature. Times it can be programmed at the time of manufacturing. Times it cannot be erased. There are three different kinds of ROM. PROM. The full form of PROM is Programmable Read-Only Memory. The information that is stored in it cannot be erased. Once we write the PROM, we cannot wipe it. It can only be programmed under the special conditions. Like ROMs, PROMs are also non-volatile in nature. EPROM, the full form of EPROM is Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. The information that is stored in it can only be erased by exposing it to the UV, ultraviolet, radiation. These memories are widely used due to their low cost and high reliability. EPROM, the full form of EPROM is Electrically Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. The information that is stored in it can be erased using the electric signals. Secondary memory. Sometimes, the primary memory is insufficient to store the large amount of data in it. So, data needs to be stored in some secondary storage device. This secondary storage is called secondary memory. The data stored in it is available to us for later use. The amount of data that can be stored in secondary memory is called its capacity. Some examples of secondary storage devices are CDs, DVDs, pen drives, and hard disks. Let's know about these storage devices. CD. The full form of CD is compact disc. It is round in shape and can store the data and programs. Nowadays, it is the most widely used storage device. It is also known as optical disc. They are 4.75 inches, 12 centimeters in diameter. CDs can hold up to 700 megabytes of data or 80 minutes of audio. The data on a CD is stored as small notches on the disk and is read by a laser from an optical drive. The drives translate the notches, which represent ones and zeros, into usable data. Nowadays, there are two kinds of CDs. CD-RAY. Full form of CDR is compact disc readable. In this type of CD, data can be written only once. Later on, this data cannot be changed or erased. CDRW. The full form of CDRW is compact disc rewritable. In this type of CD, data can be written multiple times and erased when required. DVD. The full form of DVD is Digital Versatile Disc or Digital Video Disc. Unlike CD, it can store much more data. It is also known as optical disc. Data can be recorded either on one side or both the sides of the DVD. The capacity of a DVD varies from 2 GB to 17 GB. The DVDs are widely used for storing the movies, video songs, and many multimedia applications. Pen drive. Pen drive is a small, pen-like device. It is portable in size. It is connected to the computer through USB port of cabinet. It can hold a large amount of data i.e. 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, and so on. A pen drive is also known as USB drive or a flash drive. Unlike CDs and DVDs, we can write our work multiple times in a pen drive that makes it superior. Binary data. When we work on a computer, all the data and instructions are stored and processed in the form of binary digits. The term binary digit refers only to digits i0 and 1. These binary digits combine to form a number called as binary code. It is also called binary data. Units of memory. Following table shows the main storage units in a computer.